Texas entered the night having shut out all three of their opponents in the World Series. Different story. Oklahoma had 2 on the board before Texas even had an out, and the Sooners would tack on a bunch of long balls. We'll show you the highlight in just a moment. Texas lost for just the 9th time this season. They are 7-1 following a loss in those first 8. The only time they lost back-to-back this year against Oklahoma State and to Oklahoma. On the other side, Oklahoma has lost back-to-back games twice this year and once was to Texas. Oklahoma a win away from its 4th consecutive national championship, something no team in Division I softball history has ever done. Another title would give them 8 all-time, which would trail only UCLA's dozen. Hi there, welcome. This is SportsCenter from the nation's capital. I'm Scott Van Pelt. We're going to head back to OKC in just a minute. Jessica Mendoza standing by as the Sooners stand on the doorstep of history. We'll get you set for another championship series, which gets underway Thursday, the NBA Finals, inside of the 24 hours to go to Game 1. That and a whole lot more. We signed up for 68, Steve. You ready?
Ready.
Ready. A little pause there. I got a little nervous. Marquee event of the evening, the 1 seed Texas, the 2 seed Oklahoma. On a beautiful night in such a gorgeous venue that's incredibly well supported. You just heard Tiare Jennings. What a composed and impressive young lady in so many ways. 3-2, runner on, swinging a drive. That's a 2-run shot. OU's 81-3 when she hits a home run since 2021. And Oklahoma on the board first, 2-0. Bottom 1, Mia Scott absolutely crushes this. And the Horns answer on her 12th of the year. It's 2-1. Top 3, Kinsey Hansen. She knew it the second it left her bat. Gone in a hurry. What a shot. Another 2-run bomb, and it's 4-1 Oklahoma. Cassidy Pickering. She knew it as well. Smile on her face as she rounded the bases. It's 5-1, and OU's won 42 consecutive tournament games when they lead by 4 or more runs. Meanwhile, Kelly Maxwell, such a story in the sport, left Oklahoma State to go to Oklahoma after giving up that home run in the first, as you saw, settles in. Gets the strikeout here. Runners on, big spot there. Maxwell cruising. And into the bottom of the 6th, it's now 7-3. Victoria Hunter, a very dangerous pinch hitter with a couple on. And Maxwell able to get out of the jam with a strikeout. We head into the 7th inning. It's 7-3. Insurance runs are gold. Here, Reese Atwood, not sure what that throw was going to accomplish. It gets away. And Alyssa Brito, who, pardon me, had an extra base hit to start the inning, gets home. It's 8-3. And then Pickering here, bid for another homer. Ashton Maloney pulls back what would have been another Sooner home run, and you're on the big stage and showing off a little bit. Have to enjoy the moment. Well done. Beautiful catch from Ashton. Kelly Maxwell here gets Viviana Martinez. That's it. That's all. Complete game. And Oklahoma takes Game 1. They're now 6-0 in NCAA tournament history against Texas in the tournament. It's tied for the 4th most wins by any team against a single opponent in NCAA tournament history. Jessica Mendoza joins us now. And Jess, I want to go back to yesterday and start there and ask you just to assess the strength of this Sooner program. It's rare that they've been backed up where their tournament live was on the line, and they're trailing a very good Florida team. But what have they demonstrated in roaring back to win that and now emphatically winning this first with a chance to win 4 straight?
Scott, this senior class doesn't lose, and they definitely don't lose back-to-back. They've never done it on this stage. It's unbelievable. And honestly, what they did yesterday, coming back to Florida, they were down that game. They've never lost when they have been able to come back and get those wins. And the biggest thing is when you've won, when you've been able to have success on this stage, you know what it takes. You know how to get it done. And this Sooners team, yes, they're going for something that's never been done. Scott, you know this. Any sport, you don't see a 4-peat for a reason. It's not because there aren't teams that aren't talented enough. It's the expectation, it's the pressure, and to understand what this senior class, helped out, by the way, by a couple star freshmen to get him going, that was huge, what they did yesterday just to get to this game.
I found the comments from Patty Gasso to be so interesting on the eve of the game against Florida. It wasn't arrogance, it was measured, it was calm, and it was just I think it was a statement of fact. It's really hard to beat us twice in a row. Texas has done that, but now they have to do it in order to win the title. And OU's got the 2 next to their name. I don't know, maybe you asked them, like, you can't be an underdog ever, but you get to say, hey, they're the top seed. What has to happen now for Texas, right? I mean, it's a steep climb, and it has to begin tomorrow night. Where does it start?
It starts because it's flipped. Texas gets to be up in the top of the first inning. Oklahoma did that. They scored first. For Texas, they have to get on the board. When we've seen Oklahoma struggle, it's given up runs by their pitching staff. And when they get their heels, when you see this class, I keep telling you about these seniors, they have more nerves this year because they don't want it to be their last. Texas has to score first. They have that opportunity in game 2 because they will be the visiting team. They will be hitting first, and they have to put the pressure on the Sooners.
You leave one program for a rival program, and it's a seismic moment within the sport. And I guess that she had told you all, like, it has to happen here, right? This is why you do this. I've got to win this game. I can't imagine that pressure. But to deliver in the manner in which she did, does it make it all worthwhile from your vantage point?
Absolutely. I mean, Scott, you can imagine this. I mean, she didn't just transfer from anywhere.
Right.
She transferred from Oklahoma State. I mean, she went just a couple hundred miles down the road and went to the rival. I mean, she has been hated, criticized. There has been so much negativity towards her. We talked to her this morning, and she doesn't say a whole lot. What she told us was it makes this moment so worth it throughout the season. Everything that she has been through, she struggled early on this season because of that criticism. Her being able to overcome that, but ultimately she was closing her eyes and dreaming about being on this stage and having the ball in her hand to win her first national championship.
And I think that we all understand sports, right? The passion of it. It fuels what you do, what I do, what we get to do. But it can get misguided, and you change your uniforms and put on a Sooner uniform, and you get that bums people out. But just to see the composure of this young lady and to deliver in the manner in which she did, that's incredibly impressive to me, and I didn't play this sport. As a final thought, I just wonder how you would frame it.
Yeah, you know, she gave up a home run in this game as well. And you think about what she's done. Florida, she gave up 3 home runs, then came out to really pitch the best softball she's pitched in her career. What that says about her being a veteran, she has reinvented herself. She was a rise ball pitcher, now she's going drop ball, off speed. She's been able to have so much in her repertoire, but ultimately, mentally handling this stage, Scott. She's prepared for it her whole career. Yes, you can dream about it. You've seen it so much. You get here, though, and you fail. She is not, and she is shining better than she's ever done in her life.
Yeah, and she helps, along with the long ball, get Oklahoma within a win of 4 in a row. Jessica, appreciate the time very much. We'll talk again tomorrow, all right?
You got it, Scott.
All right. And with that, we will let you know Game 2 is tomorrow, 8 Eastern Time on ESPN.